Shalom, Shalom, Israel. I want to start off by saying, Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKakadash, Baruch Adam. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach this truth well. The title of this lesson is going to be Comfort in the Kingdom, Part 2. And we're going to start off by going to Isaiah chapter 51. It says, Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek Yahweh. Look unto the rock whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence ye are digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. For Yahweh shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of Yahweh. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and voice of melody. Hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. My righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forth, and mine eyes shall judge the people, and mine arms shall judge the people. The isles shall wait for me, and on my arm shall they trust, and that's Yahweh Shai, the arm of Yahweh. See what I'm saying? It says, lift up your eyes to the heavens, and look upon the earth beneath, for the heavens shall vanish away like smoke. And that's going to be after them ICBM missiles hit, and them chariots come blowing shit up. You know, Yahweh Shai, led by Yahweh Shai, and Michael the archangel. And the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die. And these are going to be judgments for the heathen and the 2/3 wicked Israelite niggas. In like manner, but my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. It says my salvation shall be forever, meaning Israel always gonna have the Lord backing them in captivity and in rulership. Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men. So we can't fear how these other nations and our own people buck at us and pretty much scoff and mock and sometimes physically attack us. You know what I mean? We gotta just understand that their judgment is gonna be 1,000 times worse. Wisdom of Solomon 12:22. It says, neither be ye afraid of their revelings. So, you know, so when they buck up, and let's get the definition of revelings. I'm going to etymology online, dictionary. Let's get this revelings. Bear with me, y'all. It says right here in the Blue Letter Bible, Strong's H1421, revelings, the word English equivalent, revelings, reproaches. So when they reproach you, like, you know, when they come with those bywords, when they start calling us out our name, when they buck up at us, we are not to fear these men. You see what I'm saying? We either have full faith and hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And also how the government coming down with their revelings. You know what I'm saying? How they're trying to make the children of Israel take the jab. We know not to, or we're going to be considered a threat to their society, when really they're the ones promoting deaths ever since they came into power and creating mass genocide. They took out the tribe of Gad. They took out They've been rape, robbing, and murdering all 12 tribes of Israel this whole time, and then it's all gonna boil back down. It's gonna fall on them, For the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them like wool. But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arm of Yahweh. Awake as in the ancient days, in the generations of old. Art thou not it that have cut Rahab and wounded the dragon? Art thou not it which have dried the sea, the waters of the great deep? That have made the depths of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over. And that's talking about ancient Egypt, the book of Exodus. Therefore the redeemed of Yahweh shall return and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. So you guys can read on down. Actually, let me jump down to 22. It says, thus said thy, Isaiah 51 and 22. Thus said thy Yahweh thy power, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out thine hand the cup of trembling, meaning that these curses, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, meaning these other nations, starting with Esau, Edom, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. You know what I'm saying? So that's talking about them white devils, man. They got the art of deception, which is actually fading away for these people. We're going to jump to Isaiah 54. It says, sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the marred wife, saith Yahweh. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitation. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand, and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded. For thou shalt not be put to shame, for thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shall not remember the reproach of the widowhood any more. For thy Maker is thine husband, Yahweh of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The God of the whole earth shall he be called. For Yahweh have called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou wast refused, says thy power. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. And that's going to be when the Lord gets the elect, man. The 1/3, Zechariah 13 and 9. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, says Yahweh thy Redeemer. For this is the waters of Noah unto me. For as I have sworn the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, so I have sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee, for the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, says Yahweh that have mercy on thee. O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors. And that's going to be the kingdom. It's going to be a beautiful kingdom. And lay thy foundations with sapphires, and I will make thy windows of the gates. And these are just precious stones, precious metals, and thy gates of carbuncles, and all thy borders of pleasant stones. And all thy children shall be taught of Yahweh, Meaning, everybody gonna get this truth. It ain't gonna be no teaching in the kingdom. Everybody gonna know the name of the Lord. We gonna all keep the laws. It's gonna be embedded in our spirits. And great shall be the peace of thy children. In righteousness shalt thou be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression. For thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. So it ain't gonna be no more fucking over the children of Israel, bro. The heathen are gonna get their righteous judgment for this captivity and for all the captivities. You know what I mean? This is Israel's real turn right here. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be for everlasting turn. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that worketh forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. And that's talking about them ICBM missiles, man. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. And that's mainly talking about Esau, Edom, and these other nations, Psalm 83:3, and you can read down. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, says Yahweh. You know, so that's Isaiah 54. We're going to jump in Isaiah 56. It says, thus said Yahweh, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. So we gotta be as righteous as we can, detached from Babylon. The Lord has given us a grace period that's pretty much about to close right now. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the son of man that layeth hold on it, that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil. Neither let the son of the stranger that have joined himself to Yahweh speak, saying, the Lord have utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree. For thus said Yahweh unto the eunuchs that keepeth my Sabbaths, and choose the thing that please me, and take hold of my covenant. Even unto them will I give in mine house, and within my walls a place and a name better than of sons and of daughters. I will give them an everlasting name that shall not be cut off. Also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to Yahweh, to serve him, and love the name of Yahweh, to be his servants, everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and taketh hold of my covenant. Even them will I bring to my holy mountain, and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted upon my altar. For my house shall be called an house of prayer for all people. Yahweh power, which gathereth the outcast of Israel. Yet will I gather others to him, beside those that are gathered unto him. All ye beasts of the field come to devour, yea, all ye beasts of the field. You know, in the forest, his watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs, they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. And that's talking about these false camps, IUIC, Sakari, that really rocking the children of Israel to sleep into destruction. But they're gonna get their recompense. Yea, they are greedy dogs that can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. Come, yea, say they, I fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow shall be as this day, and much more abundant. You know, so these other nations, man, shit, man, they getting ready to go into slavery. Israel's getting ready to take the kingdom, bro. And, you know, we're going to go to Isaiah 59. And we're going to jump down to 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, which is this, we're going in this time right now. martial law, FEMA camps, mandatory juice, mandatory chip. The spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. So that's going to be them ICBM missiles and the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, with the angels and on them chariots. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, says Yahweh. You know, as for me, this is my covenant with them, says Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart from thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, says Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. So we're going to be in the kingdom forever, man. You know, we're going to jump to Isaiah 61. You know, it says, the spirit of Yahweh is upon me, because Yahweh have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. And that's the nation of Israel, man. It's heartache and heartbreak and trauma since we got over here, man. To proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. And we are still prisoners of war to the Roman army right now. To proclaim the acceptance year of Yahweh in the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. All praises to Yah B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem HaKadosh Baruch Atah. That they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of Yahweh, that he might be glorified. And they shall build the old wastes. They shall rise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities. Yeah, the heathen are going to build up the kingdom. The desolations of many generations, and the strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vineyards. But ye shall be named the priests of Yahweh. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast themselves. Shall ye boast yourselves? So we gonna snatch the crown through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai off the heathens, off the other nations. Yahushai is coming to get many crowns, and we gonna be laughing and joking about this shit. We're gonna be very disrespectful, slapping them upside their head, putting them to death. And any Uncle Tom Stockholm Syndrome type of nigga, hey, you niggas is already marked for death anyway, so I ain't even finna go in on you niggas. But us believers who understand righteous judgment, hey man, we gonna be able to get our hands on these devils. So all we gotta do is endure unto the end, man. I think that's Matthew 24:16, man. Endure to the end, you know. For your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. For I Yahweh love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering. And I will direct their work in truth. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them. That makes sense. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which Yahweh hath blessed. I will greatly rejoice in Yahweh, and my soul shall be joyful in Yahweh. For he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness. And as a bridegroom decketh herself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with jewels. For as the earth bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causeth the things that are sown in it to spring forth, so Yahweh will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all the nations. So, hey, bro, you know, this is major stuff right here, man. You know, it's heavy even reading it, bro. Just understanding what the Lord is getting ready to do for us as a nation, bro. You see what I'm saying? We're getting ready to suck the riches of the other nations. You got to think you're gonna have men of the Lord walking around with Johnny Dang style grills in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Dang 10, 12 Johnny Dang chains. You see what I'm saying? Iced out watches. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be a glory, but we gonna be shining, bro. Us as a nation, we were always meant to be on top, but we had to learn our lesson, man. It's all this. All this is about a lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? This captivity, us being under these Romans, us being trampled over by the other nations, these curses, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just a beautiful thing, man. It's just a beautiful thing, man. It's just the best thing we can do is just Hebrews 13 and 15 is just offer the sacrifices of praise, because we can't pay the Lord back, man. We're gonna go to Isaiah 65 and we're gonna start at 9. It says, and I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob, and out of Judah an inheritor of my mountains. And we know who this is. And mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor a place for the herds to lie down in, for my people that have sought me. And that's talking about the 1/3. But for ye they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number, and that's talking about the mark of the beast. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that where I delighted not. And that's talking about these 2/3 niggas right now that are really turning from hearing the words of Yahweh, that are really falling for, these other doctrines, false heresy doctrines, and really submitting to the beast system willingly, when they had an option, to rebel against Esau's bitch ass and build an ark for you and your family, and just have faith in Yahweh Shai, man. What is that? John 6 and 29, man. It says, Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, this the work of Yahweh, that ye believe on him whom he hath sent. So all you got to do is believe on Yahweh Shai, man. Not everybody was set up to be teachers. Not everybody was set up to do videos. Some people were set up to just, believe, maybe dish some alms out, and beware who you do good to, so you can be thankful for your benefits. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, and we're back in Isaiah 65. We're jumping in verse 13. It says, therefore, thus said Yahweh power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And that's going to be these 2/3 when they're put to death by the Jeremiah 15 and 2, by the sword, by the captivity, by the pestilence. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For Yahweh power shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name. Yeah, because only the true worshipers, man, know the true names of the Lord, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us have to rename ourselves from our American given names, our parent names. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of brothers changing their names. It says that he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in the power of truth, and he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by Yahweh of truth. because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and a people, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not filled his days. Yeah, because there's people, I got family members passing away in their 50s, and that's very young. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner shall be 100 years old. But being 100 years old shall be accursed. But the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And that's talking about those rich white folks that be living to their 90s, to their hundreds, because they're not eating GMO foods. They're getting the best of the best. They're getting real medicines. And they shall build houses and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and inhabit in another inhabit, meaning we're not going to build up kingdoms for these other nations. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree, for the days of a tree, slack it, y'all. I'm going to read 22 again, Isaiah 65 and 22. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, meaning laboring in this society, hoping to continue in this society, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat. And that's talking about Esau, Edom. He gonna get the bottom of the bottom. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, says Yahweh. So we're going to jump down to 1 Corinthians. Actually, Salakia, y'all. Bear with me, y'all, 1 second. I'm just going through the precepts. We're going to start at Revelation, and we're going to start at 9. It says, Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are the Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Because thou hast kept thee the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And that's the hour of temptation now. I believe through the Spirit, we're going to have to be in the wilderness anywhere from maybe 1 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's through the Spirit had revealed something to me. You know what I mean? Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. And that's Yahweh Shai. He on his way. That's like a parent saying, I'll be home in a minute. That's what Yahweh Shai saying. Hold that fast which thou hast. And we're fasting from this society, from this matrix, this beast system, that no man take thy crown. Yeah, you don't want to fall back into the world and you lose your position, your 1/3 position, your hopeful elect position. You know, he that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. You know, so we got to endure, you know, pretty much the hour of temptation, what we're going into, which is Esau coming down with these UN troops, martial law, FEMA camps. Pretty much, in order to operate in society, you're gonna have to take the juice and the jab. So the true men of the Lord, not like Noah, Hebrews 11:7, got cars, vans, off-grid places to live in order to survive the hour of temptation. Because if you know, but our faith is fully in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're gonna go to 2 Corinthians. Chapter 6. We're going to start at verse 4. We're going to start at verse 4. It says, 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 4, in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of Yahweh. The word minister means attending to somebody's needs. We got to cloth the naked out here on the highways and byways. You got brothers in this thing that need alms. You know what I'm saying? We got to have faith and much patience in afflictions, in necessities, in distresses, in stripes, in imprisonments, in tumults, in labors, in watchings, in fastings, by pureness, by knowledge, by long suffering, by kindness, by the Holy Ghost, by love unfeigned. That means, you know, pretty much like not switching up, staying down no matter what. You know, by the word of truth, by the power of Yahweh, by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left. By honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true, as unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold, we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as